Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the Akim that are out here on the highways and byways making the videos. Uh, just stand in the spirit and in truth and sincerity. This is the brother Amathia from the GMS Dallas camp. I just wanted to go into a quick lesson in regards to the fall of Rome and how Rome is basically, well, America is the epitome of Rome. Rome was a powerful kingdom that actually had its downfall, which we see that is the same thing that happened to Rome is coming to happen to America. America monetary system, just the whole system in itself was built upon the likeness of Rome. So I got this article here on thoughtco.com. Says the fall of Rome, how, when, and why did it happen? Understanding the end of the Roman Empire. Just wanted to go into things here. As you read, it was this was updated in March 13, 2018 by N.S. Gill, and it says the phrase "the fall of Rome" suggests some cataclysmic event ended the Roman Empire, which has stretched from the British Isles to Egypt and Iraq. But at the end, there was no straining at the gates, no barbarian horde that dispatched the Roman Empire in one fell swoop. All right. And just trying to get the gist of it, I kind of want to scroll on down to actually, kind of states when, like say around when did it fall. But it goes into how did it fall, but we're gonna still break down how it fell a little further down here. I'm kind of scrolling through it. I want to actually go down here to okay, right here. This says the decay. So we're going into the decay of Rome. Like I say, how this is going into kind of like a quickly brief breakdown. It says decadence and decay of Rome's control. There is no doubt that decay, the loss of Roman control over the military and populace affected the ability of the Roman Empire to keep its borders intact. Early issues included the crisis of the Republic in the first century BCE under the emperors Sulla and Marius, as well as that of the Gracchi brothers in the second century CE. But by the fourth century, the Roman Empire had simply become too big to control easily. All right. Now we go into where it says the Roman control populace affected the ability of the Roman to keep its borders intact. One thing that goes into is how they spread so much. The military also got spread thin, and that's what you see today in America. How they have went and conquered these different countries, and the actual military itself is being spread it out throughout the world. We cover and touch so much parts of the world, much more than any other country in the world. And our military just basically spread thin. So you leave your borders and things more open to someone to come and attack and seize you. All right. All right. So it says the decay of the army, according to the 5th century Roman historian uh, Vegetius, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, came from within the army itself. The army grew weak from the lack of wars and stopped wearing their protective armor that made them vulnerable, and their enemy weapons are provided a temptation to flee from battle, security, and the lead of cessation of the rigorous drills, and it goes on to that. But basically, how things were wearing thin, how they stretched out, the army just got too big. And what we see now is how the army basically is getting big in America because every time you go and conquer a nation, they'll come like they siege Iraq, Libya, and they'll basically bring in their democracy, put a puppet in their in the place of their leader, and basically that's an extension of America, you know. And now you're having these other countries starting to see that this is what America do. They tried to do it in Syria and Russia, along with later on bringing in China, but Russia to mainly intervened in that and stop that. So that is one thing that America is known to do, as what was Rome known to do. You know, so this is going into where it says lead poisoning and economics. So I want to main point of it is the economics in this here. It says some scholars have suggested that the Romans suffered from the lead poisoning, the presence of lead in the drinking water leached from the water pipe in the vast Roman water control system. And one thing we have here in America, however, is lead, in the water. So lead glazes in the containers that came in contact with the water and beverages and the food preparation techniques that could have contributed to heavy metal poisoning. And I'm sure that is going on through America now. They just don't like to tell us until it's too late. The lead was also used in cosmetics, even though it is also known in the Roman time as a deadly poison and used of contraception. All right, and one thing they do have is a lot of lead poisoning, like in these waters and all this deadly poisoning that's going on in these water, like it was showing in Michigan. A lot of this is in the so-called Black, Latino, and Native American areas. But like I say, these elites they don't give a damn about their own kind themselves. So a lot of Edomites will be going through this as well. All right, and it says going on. Economic factors are also often cited as a major cause of the fall of Rome. Some of the major factors like inflation, overtaxation, and feudalism are discussed elsewhere. And other lesser economic issues included the wholesale of hoarding and billions of Roman citizens. All right. So this is I just want to jump down to the last verse here. Together, the issues combined to escalate financial stress during the empire's last days. So this is one thing that happened in Rome, and we've been seeing for years happen in America. All right. So wanted to jump into the scriptures here. Gonna go and I want to jump into Revelations 13. All right, lock is that's Satan tripping here. Revelation 13 and 3. And they saw one of his head as it were wounded to death. That was going into the Roman Empire. You know what I'm saying? And his deadly wound was healed. And all the world wondered after the beast. You know what I'm saying? So the deadly wound was healed, basically saying this is America spiritually wrong that's coming back into play. And that would make people wonder, like, if they look at America, uh, they're amazed how America has been such a power into the world. This is one of if the most powerful nation or kingdom that have existed in time. Like you say, the power that they have constructed and and built over a short period of time. That's something to be for people to just wonder and be amazed by that. You know what I'm saying? All right. And they worship the dragon. This is verse 4. And they worship the dragon which gave power unto the beast, and they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, who is able to make war with him. You know, now we starting to see this rhetoric and all this tension that's brewing up with these other nations, like Iran. You know, uh, even like say China, Russia, but like I said, these smaller nations, Iran, and different places like that. They wouldn't have never, back in the day, come up and beef up and had these strong words with America. You know, like Iran these days, they're saying, telling America, you don't want none of this because it's going to be a mother of all wars. That was just said last week, by the Iranian president. I can't, his name can't pronounce it right now, but that's one thing that he was saying. And just and we saw it throughout the years, especially uh, brothers that's over, like over a certain age, in their 30s or what have you. You never seen nothing like this. How you see other countries that are stepping up and showing they chest, like you say, saying it with their chest, to America. You never seen it. Want to go keep going here? Want to jump into basically going to also. Let me jump into uh, I want to jump into 12 here. It says, and he exercised all the powers of the first beast before him, and causes the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. All right. And how the deadly wound was healed, like I say, America came in and as a strong force as basically spiritually is Rome. It says, he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven and of the earth in the sight of men. All right. And that's what we saw. We are seeing America do um, great wonders upon the earth. And like I said, in the sight of men. One thing is like you say, all these nuclear war, and one thing about it, America is the first and only country to have used uh, nuclear weapons in the world. But now you see all these countries now that have these these nuclear weapons, so they beef up with America, as you would say. I want to get into Revelation 17 as well. Revelation 17, verse 5. And it says, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon, the Great, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots, the abomination of the earth. All right. So it says, America is Mystery Babylon the Great. You know what I'm saying? And that was back in Revelation who got healed that wound, healed the deadly wound. So it's no one in the world, basically, no kingdom or country that has the power that America has right now. You can't just go up with America one time. That's why they said the beast is gonna hate the whore, because even like the EU, NATO, especially NATO, who's the driver of NATO? It's America, and that's because of their military might is backing these other countries. But now they're starting to hate the whore, and we're seeing that starting to rile up. Like I said, when these thermonuclear missiles hit, it's not going to be just to for it's not going to be just one or two countries. It's going to be all these countries, even America allies. That's going to be turning, basically turning away from them, and they're going to be shooting these missiles as well to America. All right. And I'm gonna end off with another scripture here. I got to get back into the get back over into the job. But this is Psalms 137, verse 5. Salakia. Let's go to verse 8. It says, O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and basheth thy little ones against the stones. But and like you say up in 8, like you say, happy daughter of Babylon, happy who are to be destroyed, which is up and coming. You know what I'm saying? The same thing that happened to Rome, how they were spread thin, how other countries, like I say, became powerful and more power, and they came into Rome and destroyed it. That is what's coming to America. But this is going to be the end game to it all, because it's not going to be with swords and things like that. This is going to be with thermonuclear destruction that's going to make this land over here in what they call the North, the Western world. They're going to make this land desolate. Things are going to be destroyed. The Lord is going to beam up his men, and it's going to be, like I say, the kingdom of the Lord will be coming after this kingdom fall. With that, I want to say shalom to the Akim. All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash. Once again, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Um, peace and blessings to you, brothers. Shalom.